What's going on, YouTube? Today is Tuesday, August 23rd. I am your host, Brian, and I'm looking to have a quick casual conversation regarding one of the worst officiating moments I've ever seen. Maybe you're going to feel different, but I'm talking about Mike Beltran and his officiating during Sean Woodson versus Saldana on the prelims of UFC 278. I'm just going to quickly go over the fighters that were involved in this bout, just in case you're one of those people who don't watch the prelims. We have about between two Dana White's Contender Series alumni. All right, with the first one we're going to talk about being Sean Woodson. Sean Woodson is 31 years old and he boasts a record of 9-1-1. All right, with that no contest coming from this past Saturday. Made his way into the UFC by knocking out the great Terrence McKinney by flying knee. Made it look easy. It was a very lazy, lazily done flying knee, but it was awesome. And he sure as shit knocked out Terrence McKinney. And we know what kind of a beast Terrence McKinney is. So what does that say about Sean Woodson? Sean Woodson's only sporting one loss in the UFC and one loss in his overall career, and that was against Julian Erosa. He lost that one by third round submission. We all know Julian Erosa is a worthy adversary. He's had a spotty record, but he shows up in some of the big moments and does pretty good. So we know Julian Erosa is no slouch, and neither is Sean Woodson. Okay. Prior to this fight, Sean Woodson was a beast. All right, aside from that one loss, he had never been knocked down. He doesn't have too many finishes, but he certainly can finish you. I myself am pretty high on Sean Woodson. He's been a favorite in all 5 of his UFC fights. In this past fight against Saldana, he was a minus 365 favorite. Or he averages to be a minus 297 favorite. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy, especially for a newcomer. All right, man, he's not a big finisher. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really dominate fights, but so those are some big odds for him to be having. But okay, I digress. All right, now what can be said for his opponent, Saldana? Saldana coming into this bout, 31 years of age, boasting a record of 16-7, with a UFC record of 2-1-1. As I mentioned earlier, both of these gentlemen are Dana White's Contender Series alumni, in which he secured a third-round TKO over Vince Murdoch. Following his win on the Contender Series, he's had 4 fights in the UFC. All right, 1 loss, 2 decisions, and 1 no contest. Okay, and Saldana came into this bout as a plus 300 underdog. All right, so essentially the odds maker thought this was Woodson's fight to win, and given their record and history, I would surely agree with that. All right, this fight was a fucking hot mess. We are going to take a look. I'm going to bring up some footage. There's going to be no sound, but we're just going to look at exactly what happened and talk about it. At around 2:20 of the first round, Saldana lands a beautiful check left hook as Sean Woodson's coming in and just drops Sean Woodson. Falls face forward, doesn't hit his face on the ground, does not face plant, catches himself. But he folds and hits the ground moving forward. Okay, and it takes him a little while to get back up. And by a little while, I mean 1 second, 2 seconds, but just his mannerisms getting up. My man was hurt, and he was hurt bad. Now, you would think Saldana would, capitalize on that and secure the finish, which is very impressive. As mentioned earlier, Sean Woodson has never even been knocked down. So that means he's never been TKO'd or KO'd. And this was the chance for Saldana. But he fucking blew it. Oh, my Lord. And I mean, I can understand if you're going to act like that, if you're going to put him away later. Like, that would have been fucking dope. Let's say he let him back up and then just fucking fatalities him. Which is kind of what happens, but just not legally. Sean Woodson kind of recovers, gets back up. They start heading towards each other. They engage again. Saldana lands another, like a left hook / jab, just a real quick. Bah! Fucking drops Woodson again, wobbles him to death, and just like, oh my God. At this point, Woodson's on his butt. He's on the ground. He hit the deck. Okay, and now here comes Saldana with the fatality. The illegal one. Bro, I'm really trying to record this video and they're fucking cutting grass outside. Now listen, I am not going to sit here and bash Saldana for such a fucking stupid mistake. Alright, that's for another video. Okay, this is all about the referee. The one in charge of the fighter's safety. I don't know how or why Mike Beltran fucked this up so much. The danger he put Sean Woodson in. Fucking mind-blowing. Woodson was out. Alright, we have a guy who has never been dropped before. What does that show me? That shows me this guy is durable. Okay. Woodson gets dropped once. Boom. Okay, good shot. Saldana backs up like a weirdo instead of finishing the fight. But hey, his prerogative. Next, Sean Woodson gets dropped with an even lighter shot. So clearly he is not fully recovered. He gets dropped with a lighter, smaller shot. Gets dropped just as bad. Okay? As the referee, you should kind of take that hint. Take that hint as this guy's about to go out. And then Saldana pulls up with the illegal strike. And then follows up with 3 more landed unanswered strikes. Okay, so we're going to watch some footage now. All right, we're going to pretty much just reiterate everything I said. I'm going to show my points. And if you guys have anything other to say, if you guys disagree, maybe you thought the right decision was made, we'll talk about it. All right, here we go. Boom, and there we go. There we go. We got the first knockdown. Beautiful check left. Boom, puts him on his knees. All right, falls face forward. No harm, no foul there. The referee didn't do anything wrong. Sean didn't do anything wrong. Saldana probably should have tried to finish the fight, but ultimately no one did anything wrong here. Okay, so let's keep going. Look at that. Just a little left hand. Puts him down. Knees him. He goes out. He hits his head on the canvas and goes out. Here's where I have the problem. Why are we calling a timeout? All right, that needs to be a DQ off the bat. He took an illegal strike and it separated him from consciousness. I don't give a fuck for how long he was out. It was a split second or a fucking minute, bro. He was separated from consciousness. Therefore, the fight needs to be over. Even if that was a legal strike and he went out for just that moment, boom, that's a TKO. That is a great TKO stoppage. But this was an illegal strike. He went out via some of the following strikes that were legal, but it doesn't matter. The whole sequence was even a thing because of an illegal strike. Sean Woodson went on to survive the rest of the fight, made it all 3 rounds, and this fight was an official split draw. Now, obviously, if you saw the fight, or if you didn't see the fight, Beltran took a point from Saldana. Good on him. He should have took the fight from him. Should have been a DQ. That's a crazy strike. Sean Woodson was in no condition to continue. I mean, the referee knows the backstory of the fighters he's going to be protecting, okay, and officiating. We've got a guy here who has never been knocked down in the UFC. Okay, gets knocked down in the first half of the round, and then gets knocked down a few seconds after that, even easier. And then a few seconds after that, he absorbs a crazy illegal strike, and then some more ground and pound after that, and is separated from consciousness, likely via hitting his head off the canvas. That's fucking wild. That fight should have been over. It should have been Sean Woodson's. It should have been Sean Woodson's by DQ. Okay, by DQ. Now, I'm always for the better fighter winning the fight. So I need to see this fight ran back. I need to see this fight ran back. That would have been a great win for Saldana. Hopefully he comes in back into this fight a little bit more mature, which is crazy for me to say. I'm 27, he's 31. All right, but that fight, that would have been such a fun, up until that, definitely would have been the best name on his resume by far. By far. I can't say the same for Sean Woodson. This fight meant more for Saldana's career than it did for Woodson. Okay, so for Saldana to go blow it like that, and then for it to be a draw, I need to see that run back, because it looked like Saldana had some skills, had some motherfucking hands, was getting ready to put Sean Woodson down. I need to see it, even though I thought Sean Woodson was going to win. I wanted him to win, because I enjoy watching him fight. I need to see who the better fighter is. It's just that simple. It looked like Saldana, if he would have just played it smart, would have been on his way to a first round knockout. I don't know what he was thinking. I could tell you what he should have been thinking. Let me finish this motherfucking fight, because I don't get paid by the minute, baby. I don't get paid by the minute. I wonder if anybody's interviewed him, or if we gotten any kind of answers regarding his decision making during that first round. Mike Beltran is a widely known and well-respected referee. All right, I don't know the logic behind this. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. All right, because I need to know. I thought I understood the rules. And if a fighter was separated from consciousness, even for a little bit, I thought the fight's got to be over. That's what I mean, I understand if you got like a Herb Dean or a Yamasaki in there where if they die, they die. But Mike Beltran ain't one of those. He's a great referee. So I want to know why this fight went down like that, you know? Of course Sean Woodson's going to say he wants to continue, bro. He's a fucking warrior. If it would have been switch roles, I wouldn't have been surprised if Saldana was like, yeah, I'm going to continue. You know, these guys are fucking animals, bro. They're animals. Of course they want to continue, but it is their job to protect their health. All right, and Sean Woodson went another 2 rounds, survived, got to a draw, took damage he shouldn't have been taking. Had he not been illegally kneed, he either would have lost that fight and been out of there, boom, took less damage that he did the whole remainder of the fight, or he could have came back and win, took the damage for a reason. But now he took the damage for no reason. We could have at least given him the DQ. He could have got his win money, yada yada. There would have been some good coming out of that. But this fight is now completely pointless. Sean Woodson took crazy damage for no fucking reason, no great outcome, no good outcome, no worthy outcome. This fight was just given its result, was just a placeholder in the card. And now we can actually do something with that fight. Ooh, we can have him talk a little trash, but oh, he got lucky, he caught me. Oh, it was Salt Lake City, I was already tired halfway into the first round. Whatever you got to say, you could that could be the feature prelim. All right, they could run that back. I'm down to see that fight, because even though I fuck with Sean Woodson, I love watching him fight. Saldana had hands, boy. That left hand was there whenever he wanted it to be. All right, I need to see that back. Let's put a little storyline behind that. That's just an easy way to get a little bit of hype for that fight. There you go. You already got it. Let's run that shit back, bro. We all need to see it, whether you realize it or not. That's all I've got for now. If I missed anything, well, oh well. I am new to this, and I don't have all my ducks in a fucking row. All right. But if I missed anything, let me know. If there's anything I should do better, let me know. If not, appreciate you watching. Till next time, motherfucker.